Hello, and welcome to episode 72 of Satisfactory. I'm going to dive in. I built the train line. So here, one second, we'll zoom out. So we start up here where we're getting the copper and the nitrogen. It comes down, joins up with the main line, and then merges off, goes here to the crude oil, goes up, and then up here to the bauxite, where there's another station. The rail's all done. I had to use switches, which took me forever to figure out. You can see I got some switches there. I think I need to put a switch there as well still, but I'm not sure. I need to figure it all out. It's confusing. They're not that well explained, so it takes a little bit of trial and error to figure out, but the main line right now works. Granted, I haven't even started this train from running, or I haven't started it running, so I don't know if it works properly, but the main line runs successfully without any problem for now. So we got our fluid platform built here. We got our two blanks, and then we got our other blank. We got some enemies. I have no weapons on me, so we're gonna have to kind of avoid them as much as possible. We grab a resource extractor. We're gonna stick it down here. Yes, a creature is in the way. Thank you. I'd like you to please move. Oh, close. There we go. We're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go up, and that should hopefully get us where we need to be. We're gonna refine the oil here, same thing as what we did with the copper, and then we're gonna load. Actually, we're not refining the oil here because I have it hooked up for this. We're gonna fix that, obviously. We go here to transportation. I need a freight platform. We could take oil, or not oil, rubber from that system, but I want to have a designated system here for all this. So here we are. First thing first, I need some platform space. You know what? We're just going to go like this for now. And then we're going to go out to here, I think. Should be enough. And we'll delete that piece there. If I want to go here to production, there we go. Now, I don't know how I view which ones are pure and which ones are not. Does it tell me? It does. Okay, this is the pure one. Why am I not going up? There we go. So, we go here, we look up the cooling system. Cooling system. It needs how many per minute? I need to actually build a blender to find out. Now we're going to have two of these, right? So cooling system, so I need two of these, which means I need 24 rubber per minute. Shouldn't be too hard. I need a refinery. We're going to do just standard rubber. So I need two of these, which means I need 60 oil. So that's actually not too bad. So we're going to say refinery. You're going to go here. Just like that. Okay, so we've got this guy here. And then we want a second one there. And 2 should do the trick. Hopefully. We're going to pump the residual oil down, and then we'll figure out what to do with it later. But right now... we go logistics, we grab a floor hole. Make sure we're lined up here. And we go clean pipeline from there to there and there to there. And we go from there to there. Yep, wrong button here. And I need a junction. That does the trick. And like so. We want to go horizontal, then vertical. Yeah. I'm going to guess that I'm going to need a pipeline valve pump 2. There we go, Mach 2 pump. And it does get up into here. Yes, perfect. There we go. That can pump up into here. We're gonna make rubber. And we're just gonna stick that on this guy. And then we're gonna go here to logistics. Floor hole here. Floor hole. Is it on? No, it's just in front. There. And then this guy down there, this guy down there. And we'll figure out where to put this off to. I'll probably turn it into fuel. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. So, then we can grab this. Yep, nope, we want it to be straight mode. And we grab a merger like that. And just like so. Now we're going to delete this. We're going to do this a little bit nicer. And then we're going to run this to here. Actually, you know what? We're going to run it to here. And then we're going to run this down to here. That can go there. And that can go there. How many junctions do I got? I got 2. It's good enough for now. And we got oil coming in. Perfect. I need to figure out what to do with that residual, and I did say I was going to turn it into just standard fuel, but I need to figure out what the recipe for that is. So, if I turn you into residual fuel, I get that. Awesome. Now, I know there's a recipe for diluted fuel, and I want to look into that as well. So we're gonna actually print or build up a MAM over here. I am missing reinforced plates. I still didn't go and get any. I probably should have done that, but oh well. Crafting bench here. How many do I need? Okay, 1 second. Building workshop, nope. The MAM needs 5, okay. It's not too many. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Yep. The MAM can go right there. Hard drive library. I got an alternative for plastic. Diluted fuel packaging. I need residual fuel and packaged water. Diluted fuel, I just into a blender. So this is what we might be doing. Alternate. Yeah. So we're gonna select that, because that'll make everything a lot more efficient. I do need a blender though. So we're gonna figure out what so I need 50 heavy oil residue. How much am I producing? I'm producing 40. So turn this down to 4 out of 5 is 80%. Yes, so I need 80 water. And obviously 80 water isn't too hard, considering the fact we're right here by the ocean. And then I do need some more I need some packaging as well. See, I know I have extra plastic. Come on. Now, do I have anything going directly into a sink? I do. I thought I did. Yep. So that's my overflow chain, right? That is really not as high up as I would like it to be. Give this 2 quick seconds. Really? No. Okay, you know what? I know what we'll do. We're gonna grab a conveyor pole here. And we'll let the physics figure it out. There we go. Fortunately, it does glitch through these guys just a little bit. But if we put it here... There we go. Now, I do need you to get turned into packaging, so I need to figure out how to do that. That is a coal power generator, not what I wanted. I need... a refinery, I think. Do I need a refinery or do I need a crafting? Residual plastic takes this and water. That's fine, I can do that. So we need to figure out a way to get it way the flip over there. Now that is the grid I want to be building to. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, maybe I do. Look at that. There we go, and we grab this. So number 3 can go from here to here, and we're gonna go curve mode. And we're just gonna go right to here. Yep, nope. Sorry, my bad. And then I need a conveyor lift. Logistics, I need a lift. Okay, so 1 second, we're gonna go for just a level 1 lift again. Now we're gonna go here. You can go to there. And then we're gonna delete this. And we're gonna go wall, conveyor wall, stick that there. There we go. It's not connected into the conveyor hole, but that's fine. We'll make it work. Now, there's my output. There. So we're just going to come through to here. And we're just going to bring it in over here for now. We need another one of these guys. We're going to turn it around, actually. So I'm making... No, I'm making diluted. That's right. So we're going to grab a blender. And we're going to put it in there. Then I'm going to grab diluted. This needs to be set to 80%. Which means it's going to take all of that in. I would like the floor hole here. There we go. Grab that. Go there. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna do weird things. Okay, 1 second. We're gonna grab you. There we go. So now I have this. Yep, no, I want the floor hole here. And go like that. And then unfortunately, we're gonna have to bring this all the way down to the ground. Noodle, horizontal, vertical. You know what? We're gonna delete both of these quickly. And we're gonna go here. Just like this. We're gonna go here like that. Nope, I did not connect that in. Come on, there we go. And we're just gonna run this guy out to here. And then we're gonna go production. I need a water extractor. I forget how much water I need. This guy outputs 120. I think that's gonna be more than enough though. How does that pipeline look? It's not the best. We're gonna delete that. We're gonna take a power line. There we go. Perfect. I'm hoping I can get water into this guy. Please tell me I can get water into this pipe. I know I have water in here. I know these guys give a little bit of head lift, but I forget how much it is. 10 meters. Okay, so that's gonna fill. So one sec, we're gonna go here. 4, 8. It's like exactly 8, isn't it? No, it's a little more. 8. It's 12. It's got a little bit too much that it has to lift up. So we're gonna delete this, delete this. And this one, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go down to there we go. Yep. Horizontal to vertical, right? Yeah, we're good. And then we're gonna go here, but actually we want it to come to here. And then we want it to go to there. that should give me enough space that I can give it enough head lift. If we go to here, grab this. Just see where the little diagram takes me to. Does not get me all the way up. I figured. I do not need a tier 2. I can use a tier 1 to finish the run. Number 2. We can wire that in, and we can wire that guy in. Perfect. So I should be getting water all the way up to here. Right? Give it just a moment to pressurize that line. Well, you've got that in you, and you're getting water. Awesome. Which means I now have all my ingredients to make fuel. So, we are going to delete this. And this. We're going to grab this guy. We're just going to drag him way over here. And we're going to connect all of these guys. That was not what I planned. Connect all of these guys in. So you are just going to have an output of oil. There's no solid output, which is good. I'm thinking here. I do need more water, actually, so it's a good thing that that provides extra. How much water do I need? 80. And that provides 120. So that's good. Because I'm going to need... Actually, you know what? We're going to build this way here. I'm going to need a refiner. Right? Because if we go here, I'm going to want to make residual plastic, which means I need resin and water. And that's going to make my plastic. So I need to figure out where. So we're going to rotate this about like this. We're going to leave that blank. Bring it a little bit further. I need to figure out how much residual plastic I have being produced. Because what I'm actually going to do, because right now this is going to back up, and I'm willing to bet that that'll cause problems in short order. So we're going to go here. We're going to go smart splitter. And we're going to give this an overflow. And there we go. Pardon me, I know it's loud, my apologies. Where is that coming from? Is it coming from over here, the residual plastic? Yes, it is. And it's variable, how much it puts, isn't it? I mean, I've got a lot of generators. I've got a bunch of generators that are just not running right now, which is good and bad. I mean, I'm producing a lot of extra fuel because of that. Is this thing full? Surprisingly, no. Are these lines full? Yes. Okay. So, at maximum, we'll prep for more or less maximum efficiency. So 30, 60, 120. So we got 120 residual plastic coming through, which means I do need them to be tier 2 belts. So if I'm making space for 120, go over here. I do not want that recipe. I would like this recipe. I need 2 of these. That works. We're gonna go here to logistics. Conveyor lift hole goes there and there. These only need to be tier 1s. Those seem to be connected in. That can go there. That can go there. You know what? This is fine like that. And I need a splitter. And this guy can go right like that. Right? All good. Sorry, it gets a little bit dark. So that should be good to be making plastic. I don't need this. Get rid of that. And it should have no liquid output. Yep, we're good. So now I need how much water? So I need 20, 40, and the 80 brings me up to 120, which should be exactly how much this guy produces. 120, yep. We're going to hook up the pipes in the bottom first. Give me that piece. Floor hole, awesome. We're going to bring it out a little bit. There we go, and there we go. Yep. So that does that. Obviously, I don't know. I wanted to change the height on that. Logistics, we go here to pipeline support. Wall support. Okay. So I guess what we do is we go like this. We go there. And we're going to go just a wall hole. There we go. That's all good. Yep, nope, that's the power line I want. Actually, so the water comes in here. Yep, nope, that's the wrong one. I just want Mach 1 pipe. There we go. We're gonna bring it all the way out to here, pretty much. Pipeline support. There we go. We're just gonna stick it right there. Go from there to there. I would then like a junction. And I would like this to go from, nope. There we go. And we already have water in that system. Beautiful. So, we need to provide power, obviously. That one's full. Well, that was dumb of me. Let's fix this. You go there, and you can go there. Now we're making plastic at a rate of 40 per minute. 40 per minute. This output's at a rate of 80 per minute. That's funny. Do I have better plastic recipes? I should have double checked this earlier, but... Hard drive. Search plastic. I only got one plastic recipe. Which takes fuel? I'm sorry, what now? Okay. So what we're gonna do is, I believe there's a hard drive somewhere around here. Yeah, right there. I don't know if I've grabbed this one. It doesn't look like it. I'm gonna hope that this gives me a better plastic recipe. We got one unfriendly. We got a bunch of other stuff, though. Is it just the one unfriendly? Nope, there's two of them. Okay, you're down. Yep, there's the other one. There we go. He's down. Where is the drop pod? Here it is. I will take that, please and thank you. What would be really great to see is if y'all had some reinforced steel plates. Computers, those. You got some rubber. Industrial beams. There we go. So that's one less in this area. At least that has to be found. And there's a golden power slug, so we're going to grab that guy while we're here. Go here. Hard drives. Scan hard drive. 10 minutes. So I don't see anybody that can reach me while I'm in the air. So we're going to cheat a little bit. Okay. Now my question is, do I have any hard drives that I can rescan? Yes. Well, that didn't give me what I wanted. And the aluminum ingots. The electrode scrap metal, where are you? With coal? Oh, with petroleum coke. See, I wonder if you can substitute petroleum coke with coal. But I'm not sure. We're going to rescan this one. Nope. Is that the only ones I had rescans on? Yes, it is. So I will see you guys in about 10 minutes. Okay, let's see what this gives us. Confirm, yes, please. Batteries and quick wire, which is not what we want. And steel rods and concrete, which is also not what we want. So, we're going to go on a little bit of a trip. This is more or less done. Our next stop is actually up there on that hill, so that's perfect, because that's where there is another, whatchamacallit? Hard drive. So we're going to go up there. I'll get that in my face. The train definitely has a good way to go to get to here, but I feel like it's worth it. We're going to see if I can just go straight up. Is it going to let me? Perfect. I might not actually be able to get up this hill, though. Nope. That just bloody well sucks. Oh, I'm so dead. Nope, nope, don't die here. Wow.
Next time you are doing that, don't.
That's helpful. Not. What do we got in my inventory? It takes everything, right? Yeah, it takes everything. Yay! Okay, well. We gotta go all the way back there, so. Where's my train at? Actually, I have a hypertube that goes that way. I have a hypertube that I can use. Dang it. It's a little annoying. We're just hauling butt across the planet. Train's here. Yeah. I don't know what's faster sometimes, taking, you know, the electrical cables that I have set up or taking the train. Or sorry, not taking the train. I know taking the train isn't, but taking the hypertube. I had to get power up and across, so that's what I did here. There's definitely some sections where I can say this section is faster taking, you know, the hypertube. But then there's sections where I have to go super steep up, and I'm like, I wonder if taking the electrical cables would be faster in this instance. So now I gotta go pick up my death crate. It's a good thing I didn't die up on that little hill, because that would have been bad. I really hope the death crate isn't up there. Is it in the air somewhere? One second. Am I right on top of it? It's up there, isn't it? Well, that's just a load. Well, on that note, I think we'll end the episode here. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all have a great week and stay safe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace out. Bye.